What you are about to hear is real news, with really opinionated commentary from Werff. While his opinions may be considered just opinions, his track record shows he speaks the truth. If you become offended by anything said in this segment, you are welcome to leave this country for a communist one, where free speech is but a distant dream. If the truth offends you, see a therapist, and get well soon. And don't forget, subscribe to full segments at thewerffreport.com/register, where you can subscribe monthly for just $6.99 or yearly for $49.99. You can also purchase a lifetime subscription to the Werff Report for a one-time payment of $99.99 at thewerffreport.com/lifetime. Your subscriptions are the only reason we're here, so please support us today. Thank you for your support and loyalty.
Good morning, and welcome to another segment of the Werff Report for September 12th. Keep America vigilant. 25. Missing the point. As the hearts of good people in this world remain incredibly heartbroken over the assassination of American patriot Charlie Kirk, fears continue to grow that law enforcement officials will do what they've always done, catch the shooter and close the case, when in reality, the shooter was just the pawn recruited by a dark web of deep state criminals who continue to control our country. Today's a freebie, folks, in honor of Charlie. Every other just podcaster has said what we want to say already. How heavily our hearts are broken for Charlie Kirk and his family, how he never deserved it, how good of a man he was. There's nothing we can say in that respect that has not already been said. We are sick over it, broken for a moment, and maybe some of our faith has been shaken. But there's so much more to this story that nobody seems to be talking about. This was a political assassination. It was not some deranged leftist lunatic who just happened to make his way through security and kill Charlie. The shooter was just a pawn. He was recruited by lesser members of the powers that be, the deep state. He was likely trained, offered money for him and or his family, made to believe he was doing it for a just cause, for his country. They needed him dead. You see, Charlie was a powerful antidote to the infection that the left has sought to infect our children with through colleges and universities. For decades, they have poisoned the minds of our youth, taught them to hate our country, to hate its founding, to hate God, to embrace evil. Then, here comes Charlie Kirk, servant of God himself to save the children. He was super effective. God raised him up to change the lives of so many people, including in my own household. Charlie Kirk was directly responsible for that, for true conversion even after his death. He was a force sent by God to save the youth of this country. They paid lunatics to show up to his events to debate him, to catch him in his own speech like they did Jesus. But Charlie was given the wisdom of God. Every trap they set for him, they ended up stepping in themselves. The videos have gone viral, and to the largest extent, most of these cases involve the question asker being bought and paid for. But none of that worked, so they decided the only way to silence him was to kill him, or so they thought. So they did what they've done so many times before, with Trump's attempted assassinations, with JFK, with Martin Luther King Jr., with Abraham Lincoln. The list goes on and on. They found a vulnerable, mentally ill person to do the job for them, someone who was willing to die for the cause. They made him believe he was doing a service to his country, that he was doing something good. They paid him, explained the consequences, but promised to take care of his family. They trained him to be a much better shot than the guy in Butler, Pennsylvania, made sure he wouldn't miss, that they wouldn't fail again, and he carried out this wicked plot with expert precision. This morning, President Trump announced that they have this person in custody. So what now? Case closed? They got him? Absolutely not. The case will never be closed until they find the people and organizations responsible for putting this shooter up to it. It's not just one person. It's a dark, complicated web of criminals, even politicians and government officials, even world leaders, to ensure anonymity, to ensure nobody will ever find out. A web spun so complex that it's nearly impossible to find everyone involved. The FBI should be looking at this shooter like the first line of people involved. He was just the pawn. He pulled the trigger, but it was so much bigger than him. We are tired of the FBI and law enforcement expecting the public to rest just because they caught the person who pulled the trigger. They want us to think that it's over, but the true killers are still out there, still calculating, still pulling all the strings behind the scenes. It's big, it's deep, and it's almost impossible. But with God, all things are possible. So pray for this web to be undone, that they get the real killers this time, that true justice is served. Thankfully, no matter what happens, we have a God who sees everything, one that they cannot escape. They can never hide from him, and they will face judgment one day. It is inevitable. And for all those out there calling for polite and friendly conversation, they just killed the guy that wanted to do that, so we're done with it. They just woke up the giant and magnified Charlie's voice by 1,000 times. They've made him stronger and his mission much more effective by trying to silence him. Charlie is at peace with God, and his mission has just exploded. It will now change the lives of millions, particularly our youth, for the better. He has won many hearts, including from people who never heard of him or even agreed with him before. People are so badly heartbroken over this. We all are. But God the Almighty always has a plan. And what he just did through Charlie Kirk is something we may never see again in our lives. Charlie's force is bigger and stronger now. He is magnified. He has won by the grace of God. This truly is a turning point for our country and the world. They may think they've won, but as in so many other cases, anytime the left and their deep state serve up a cup of poison, they end up drinking it themselves, and the effect is so much stronger than they ever intended. Please continue to pray for Charlie's wife and children, and for all of us who are mourning so badly right now. But take comfort in all that I've said today. Evil never truly wins. God bless Charlie Kirk. God bless his wife and children. God bless all who are hurting. God bless you all. God bless President Trump, and God bless America.